need to. Is your phone turned up?
Yeah, done vibrating.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Well, let's start this thing.
All right.
I still haven't figured out how to do a proper introduction to the podcast. I need to.
Do you have like a sound clip?
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should get a sound clip.
Like, you know, something.
Yeah, because I don't.
Train wreck, scream. Oh.
Right, because I don't. My first instinct is to shock jock my way into it, but that's probably the.
Yeah,
hey,
doing the voice. Yeah, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
This is the Wheel Podcast, everybody, with Chris Crazy Legs Fonseca, 30-year veteran comedian. And I'm Nyland Vigil, host and producer of the Wheel Podcast. And today is our guest, Ben Davis.
Yeah.
Comedian from San Antonio. Now
I
here
dig
in
the gravelly
Colorado.
voice, man.
Yeah?
I dig it, yeah.
You think you can go with that?
The gravelly Romeo Nyland Vigil.
Yeah.
Coming to you from the wheel.
I get to be the crazy guy on the morning zoo. Because I always have a normal guy and then the laughing guy who's nuts.
Oh, yeah. I could be that dude. Easy. Give me the gravel voice. I'll just chug whiskey on air at 8 in the morning and, you know, whoa, here's Ben with some more zany shit.
I'm sure that's how a lot of those guys do it. It's just chug
especially
whiskey.
Especially like in that shock jock type of deal.
Yeah. That has to be, I don't know if you just got hammered early in the morning. Chris, I haven't done radio. Is that what those guys do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would just assume they just start drinking early, and that's how you get.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember Lyle and Han back in San Antonio. You remember when they were on the air?
Yeah.
The old 99.5 Kiss morning guys. They'd get together. They'd do like a third shift party for like nurses and strippers and shit. And they'd all get together at a bar at like 7 in the morning and just hit record and watch these people get wound up till 10 o'clock, and then they cut it off. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, sometimes they'd move locations. It was right next to my high school. They did one at this strip club down the road at like 7 in the morning, and then they took it to the Taco Cabana right next to my school. I was like a freshman. I was wearing a Dallas Stars shirt. Dude, I never watched a hockey game in my life. I shouldn't have like too many options. So I think Lyle was the skinny one and Han was the big dude, or vice versa. The bigger one calls me out while I'm getting my taco and shit, and like calls me over to like where they're broadcasting. He's like, "Hey, how about that Stars victory? Not a lot of hockey fans." I'm like, "You're absolutely right. I've got to go."
Not a lot of hockey fans in the desert.
Yeah.
Is that what Texas is like? For the most part, it's just desert.
Dude,
because I don't know.
There's a
much.
reason that was its own country for a while. Like, it just rains all over the east. Just bad weather and racism. Out towards the west, it gets real deserty, like red rockish, like you get out here. It's akin to like West Texas is close to like southern Utah. Just not that cool.
West Texas.
Mormons aside.
Was all the big cities on the east? Like
no,
Houston, San Antonio?
They run up the I-35 corridor for the most part. Like 35 will turn into 37 at a point, and that gets down into Corpus and like the coastal area. And the only thing really on the eastern is Houston, and that's not really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Last time I went to Houston, I was like 17, man. I just got out of high school, and I went to remember when Metallica started coming back and started doing that summer sanitarium tour?
Yeah.
Not huge into Metallica, but like Deftones and Mudvayne were on it, and I was into that at the time.
Yeah. Love the Deftones.
Yeah, for sure, man. Still making great music. We got up there early, man. Me and a couple friends. We had one friend that was 21. We're in this shitty little red Corolla. We get there and we check into the room, and we got like Popov, I think was the name of the vodka. I don't even know if that's still a company. You guys remember that?
Yeah, it's Popov's still a thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was gnarly. Like it's got, like if your Russia, like if your vodka has like Russian buildings on the front and came from some no-name town
Yeah.
in Mississippi.
It's red like the hammer and sickle.
Yeah, yeah. Full on, even the lettering. It was totally that night, man. We start drinking, we get to the room and the air conditioner doesn't work. So we've got the door open. It's Houston in the middle of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like I think it's Independence Day weekend. Matter of fact, because I just graduated.
Mm-hmm.
So we got up there for that. We get this room. The AC doesn't work, so we got the door open. And this was at the Budget Inn next to Dale. If anybody from Houston's catching this, that place is gnarly. I bet it still is if it's still around. This prostitute, I mean, just a streetwalker walks into our room, like our bottle, our change, and our wallets are on the table. She takes a shot of our vodka straight out the bottle, sets that shit down, rakes all our change into her hand, and walks out the door. We didn't know what to do. I mean,
yeah,
like,
that's balls.
the only thing we could do is like walk out the door and call her names, which we thought was fine. So we went
You
out.
paid for it, apparently.
Do I?
You paid for that, apparently. That privilege.
Oh yeah, the privilege of that disgrace. Got plenty of fetishes, right? That ain't one of them.
So were
Losing
you?
money's definitely not one of them.
So were you born and raised in Texas, like your whole life?
Yeah, born and raised there. Took off to Florida at 17. Like actually, like 2 weeks after that incident I was talking about. And that story gets weirder by the end of the night. But I went out to Jacksonville. I was building a training hospital off of like U.S. Phillips 1. Goes all the way up the East Coast. It's like America's first real big highway.
Yeah.
We did that. Spent about 6 weeks out there. Came back to Texas. Ended up here, or there rather, for 3 years. Then I got a real good tax return 1 year. Went and tried sushi for the first time. Hated it. Tried all the ones they said I was gonna dig. Like, are you into sushi?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
That's very random.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
That was the first thing on my mind. I was like, I'm gonna fucking try sushi, you know, because I'd never done it before. Got this good tax return. That's at the top of the list.
It's whatever's on your bucket list there.
Yeah. I was going bucket list.
Yeah, we still have to take Chris joyriding where he gets to drive. That's on the list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend sushi in Texas. That's pretty landlocked, isn't it?
Oh, you know, I don't know. They said they were the best in town, right?
Houston.
And fucking the Gulf Coast.
Yeah. But that's where all those birds are covered in oil, right?
Right.
You're getting oily fish.
Yeah.
Raw. I don't know how you get the oil out of the fish.
That's the omega-4.
Yeah.
That's what you get out of that.
So did you leave home at 17 and head to Florida? Why did that happen?
I actually went out there with my dad.
Yeah?
He's like a master carpenter. He went and did he'd come back from doing this place called Sandy Lane in Barbados. It's actually ranked like the #2 resort in the world.
Your dad is Jesus?
Yes.
That explains the beard.
That does explain the beard. Yeah.
Red as a Celtic cross.
And so what were you doing before stand-up? Did you ever try it in Florida, or was that when you got back to Texas?
Oh, no, dude. I've only been, I tried stand-up for the first time, maybe like 2 3/4 years ago, like between, talking about it like a newborn, 34 months or whatever.
Yeah, at 3 years, that's kind of what you are anyway.
Yeah, well, I only did it the one time, and it was so bad, man. Like, I was super bummed out. I got, like, the embarrassment factor was, it was, like, it wasn't even a comedy mic. It was a poetry slam.
Yeah.
Like, a poet, like, and it's
Just
like,
all the wrong.
dude, I had no idea what I was doing. It was god-awful. And obviously my material was crap.
Yeah.
You know, and these dudes are, like, high thought. Like, poetry's real good when you don't have to, like, rhyme it and shit. They just say odd things. Super good at, like, building pictures. And I'm up there, like, talking about getting chased by a dog and shit. It's fucking stupid, man. It was embarrassing enough. I didn't try it again until, like, 20 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I was.
So you got back into it, yeah.
I was a karaoke host and a bartender at this place called J&O's Cantina down in San Antonio, and we had one of the best open mics. It was call it what it was. It was the best open mic in town. Comedy, interpretive dance, if you wanted to. The music was bar none. Like it was the best show in town. And I eventually I broke my collarbone, so I was like in this thing. So like I had this little shield. So it was like you can't boo me, right? Was my stupid little thought process.
Yeah.
I was like I'm wounded and I work here. Don't be mean to me.
Yeah.
You know. So I started with that and you know, I've got comfortable in that room, got uncomfortable in that room, learned, loved, and hated a lot of different situations in that room, you know, and just started going to different places, man.
By the way, if you're listening, I changed the microphones so that it's only taking up like this much space, really.
Am I too loud? Is that what it is?
No, you're good. But I'm worried about that loud-ass truck in the back. I don't know if that's picking up on the mics or not. But if it is and you're listening, I apologize because I thought it would be done by now, but it is the loudest thing. Sure, maybe you can hear it.
What is that in a Suzu?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just drop it already.
Yeah. Past 6. Anyway.
Oh, she's got a floral print on. She's getting extorted from this dude.
Well, fuck, now I'm just watching a car being take off.
I know, yeah. Totally dragging on that one.
Why is some of that shit so interesting? Or like an accident on the highway? Like if I'm gonna look at it, I'll be like, oh, a smashed up car, exactly what I thought. Wow.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Why do I get stuck watching the dumbest shit?
A car wreck's only like if I saw a car wreck on the public access channel traffic loop, I'd totally sit there and stare at it.
Yeah.
But man, if I'm on the road, like that wreck is only as valuable to me as how many miles an hour I'm going. I have unless like you can assess the situation and see if somebody's burning or getting weird.
I'll block my vision.
But
just
if
to make sure I
there's
don't
already
look at
like if there's a first responder there, dude, like what am I gonna do?
Right.
Need a ride? What's it worth? You know?
Right.
Next to nothing.
But even dumber shit than that, I have a buddy that watches the show How It Works, and they just show you how they build shit. And it's basically just a tour of different factories.
Yeah.
That's how everything's built.
Or
it's
how
just
it's
a factory.
made.
Yeah, how it's made.
Yeah, that one doesn't get me too bad. There's a show that gets me. Was it like Brain Teaser or some shit? Have you seen that? Or Mind Fuckers? I don't know what it is. But like they show you one thing and they're like, no, it's this. It's like, no, well, it's definitely like not that second thing. It may also could be with the right circumstances, but it's definitely what it was to begin with.
But there's something about that
It's like an optical illusion game kind of thing. I've never been good at those. Like, you remember when you were a kid and like they'd give you the 3D pictures and you'd have to like stare at it until something came. Yeah, that thing or an anvil. There's always an anvil. Never got them, dude. I could never see shit in those things.
I never
Magic
saw...
eyes. I think they were called magic eyes.
Yeah, I never saw an anvil in one of those. Is that like a Texas thing? All the 3D illusions have anvils?
I don't know. I was just flashing back to Highlights magazine for a second. There's always like an apple in the bike.
Well, shit. Yeah, I'm really interested in Texas now because, like, I grew up on the West Coast, and for some reason, I'm like, I attribute that to I have some sort of fear of Texas. Not really like a full-on fear, but if you asked me 2 years ago, I'd be like, I probably would drive through there and not stop.
Right. Treat it like Mississippi.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like, I've stopped for gas there once. I'm being like, dude, take me back to the shitty part of Louisiana.
Yeah.
Mississippi's strange all the way through.
I'd stop for gas and then wonder how many guns this person has on him and then keep driving. But it's like San Antonio and the Springs are linked somehow. At least comedy-wise. It's a weird...
Yeah, so far, man. Like, I had no idea John Rummery was up here.
Yeah.
I just walked into him, walking out of an open mic one night. Just like shining a laser at people.
Yeah. He's easily amused. But Chris lived there for a while, and Brianna's from there. Like a bunch of people came from San Antonio.
Yeah, Chris Chavez. I didn't know.
Yeah, Chris
he was
Chavez.
still in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, he travels back and forth. He got back up here a couple days ago. I think he has that next CSW event of his this Saturday. I believe it is the 5th.
I don't know him. I don't know who Chris Chavez is.
I don't think he's done much time comedy-wise up here. He's been putting everything he's got into building that wrestling organization he's working with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like he's not working with them. Like that's his thing.
Right.
There's like wrestling's got a huge network.
There's also Chris Caesar. Have you ever heard of that jackass?
No, I can't say I've heard of that one.
That guy, basically, he stole another guy's, like, old shot from Texas and moved up here to Colorado. It was like a big fiasco.
Oh, yeah, well, it should be, dude.
Yeah.
Like, not fair.
And it was weird because he had stolen from the guy while he was in San Antonio and got caught and like run out of town. So he moved up here and like changed his name. And then,
Fuck.
and like I vaguely remembered him, but then one day, like I started asking San Antonio guys, who is this guy? Why don't I remember him? And he was so prominent.
Right.
And they're like, no, that's...
Oh, because you recognized him from the other material, but you didn't know the dude that was fucking saying it.
Right.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was just like a whole clusterfuck. Like,
Well, I didn't burn any jokes to come up here.
oh
Like,
yeah, no. That's what people don't realize is that comedy's a pretty small community, even though it's like all over the country. Like
yeah.
everybody knows someone.
And it all gets out
Yeah.
like fast. I heard that there were a lot of comedians who have known about that Bill Cosby thing for years. That's just been an ongoing rumor
Oh
about
yeah.
him for decades, you know.
I mean, Roseanne told me about that, like in '89
Yeah.
and '90, like that some woman had come into her dressing room in Vegas and said, Bill Cosby just raped me. And
Like just now?
no,
Damn.
but
Yeah.
yeah, like, you know, and they both didn't know what to do because it was Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You know, who's gonna believe him?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. But it gets around. Definitely moves.
Yeah.
Information can move quick with that. By the way, who did Chris Caesar steal his act from?
God,
Someone I'd know?
I would have to look it up. It's a guy who was out in like the Dallas area, Quindale. Have you ever heard of Quindale?
Name's new to me.
But like he did a Comedy Central presents or something,
Yeah.
and like verbatim the whole thing this guy was doing. And then when he came up here, like he was teaching a comedy class,
Yeah.
and I started seeing his students, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's a Jay LaFar joke. That's a Larry Garza.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Jay's fucking funny, man.
Uh,
Jay LaFar is a funny fucking
He's
dude.
great. I mean, he's Republican as fuck, but,
He's got a tattoo of Nixon on his arm, man.
but I still love his stupid ass.
I still have to see him. That'll be.
I know he does Denver at some point this year.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he's been up here yet.
Yeah, he's done movies a couple of times.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know if he does Springs, but I know he does Denver. He's talked about it before, like.
Oh yeah,
In San Antonio.
he's done movies before.
I'll have to see if maybe
Right
I
on.
can get him down here. Book him for the theater.
Yeah, that would
he's
be
around.
great. Because when we originally started this as a comedy club,
Yeah.
he was booked here, but
It fell
things-
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh well. Yeah, but I'd like to because I've heard you talk about him before, but I still have to go look up his act.
Nicest dude in the world too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
I have to wear my sunglasses because it's too fucking bright in here for where I'm sitting.
Exactly.
How's
Yeah,
that?
I really thought the closing of the thing would get a little hotter, but it definitely cooled off pretty quick.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay. Yeah, because we
My
had
right calf is doing great.
Yeah, we definitely. This room has had all sorts of problems with it's way too fucking cold or way too fucking hot. I don't know what you do about that. But then we open the door and it's quiet and peaceful and a beautiful view, and then just some big industrial truck comes and makes noise for a half hour. It's awful when we're trying to record. I'm always worried about that. But yeah, I probably shouldn't ramble on that. So yeah, I went to visit San Antonio, and that was kind of when it became apparent because I heard people talk about San Antonio, but in the way that you talk about all these other gigs, Cheyenne, Wyoming, or San Antonio, or Watford. It's just one of the names that came up.
Right.
But then when I went there, because my little brother graduated from Lackland Air Force Base
Okay.
in the Air Force, went there to go see his graduation, and suddenly everyone was like texting me, like, you got to go to this place, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. And I was like, I didn't realize there was such a connection to San Antonio, or so many people from here. Rummery got in my face, and he was like, if you run into my ex-girlfriend, tell her I'm doing great. He was worried. Like,
Because he was worried.
he was worried. Like, I told him I'm going to San Antonio, and his first thought was he's gonna somehow meet my ex.
In that city of over 1 million people.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna immediately trash him to his ex because that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you come off the plane with a big sign looking for Rummery's ex.
Yeah.
You should just walk up to, like, I'm sure the woman was pretty attractive, so just go in the middle of downtown San Antonio, walk up to about 10 different attractive girls and say, Rummery's fucked.
Yeah.
And just feel like you did your part.
I got I got on that river walk for a while. I thought it was like a little thing that went around, like a block or two, and I was fucking lost for an hour.
Yeah, it'll happen. If you just keep going,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll end up, like, on the like western side of Southtown.
Yeah. I was like, this has got to turn around any minute, and I just kept going. But I don't know where the fuck I ended up. Anyway, how long did you live in San Antonio?
I lived there on and off from 99 to like 2010. I would go back and forth. I originally moved down there with my second ex-wife, and when we got divorced, I came back up here, but then I went back and,
Right.
Because you always go back.
Exactly, yeah.
So was she from San Antonio?
No, it's funny. Her first ex-husband, they had 2 boys together, and he moved to San Antonio to kind of get out of his fatherly obligation. And I was like, oh, guess what? We can move. Because I traveled all the time so I could come here to see
Right.
my daughter whenever. And it was just a crazy thing. I mean, he's not a bad guy. He's just a knucklehead.
Flaky.
Yeah.
There's plenty of knuckleheads in San Antonio, man.
Yeah. Is there any, as both of you who have lived in Texas, is there any Texas etiquette? Like, don't do this, you'll probably get shot? Because that's how I imagine it.
I mean, just keep your head out your ass.
Yeah.
In San Antonio, don't talk shit on the Spurs.
Yeah, don't talk shit on the Spurs.
I mean,
Yeah, you can get your ass whipped by anybody of any race or color or creed.
a grandma.
They're
Yeah.
you get a chocolate coming at you real quick.
And her dog.
Yeah.
Dog's name is Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Ginobili came back for another year, man.
One more time, yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brianna, you, me, Marie, and whoever wants to join us to go up when they play in Denver.
Yeah, I'm
That would be
totally
cool.
into that.
Spurs and Nuggets.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. I'm good to just go sit in a bar and be Spurs fans and see what
Oh
happens.
yeah.
We'll call Chris Chavez out. He's
That's
a
true.
Spurs fan.
Oh yeah.
See, because when I was there, I remember we were driving down the highway, and I looked over, and there was a gun store next to a store that was just called Obamacare. It's like what the sign said. There was one that said guns and then Obamacare. And I was like, this is like a different world that I'm used to. Like, I wasn't quite sure how to wrap my head around it.
Where you have a dispensary, we just have an Obamacare station.
Yeah, a station for it. I don't even know what goes on in there. It was so confusing.
I feel like that was an empty building that somebody just paid to put that on the marquee.
This will be a goof.
Yeah, totally. It was, I'm sure, like, as recently as Obama's been in office, I'm sure the sign was dilapidated and just kind of looked beat the fuck up on an old brick building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably a bait and switch, like the Migra was waiting.
Free Rasmussen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, love to.
So what drew you to stand up in the first place? We talked about that a little bit beforehand, but because it's an odd thing to get into, to go up on stage for the first time and suck and then keep doing it.
Well, like I said, dude, there was like a good 6 months after, maybe not 6, maybe like 4, and I just like, oh man, I don't know. It wasn't because I bombed that one time, but like, I'd been thinking about doing it for a couple months, and I was like, I'd pump myself up about it, you know? Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like it was going to go great. And it didn't go, I guess, god-awful, but it definitely wasn't good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody was like, you know, boo, go fuck yourself. Like, it wasn't too bad for a first time, but it was just like, oh, man, that's the 6th thing they were supposed to laugh at.
Right.
And, like, I could hear, like, the sympathy date that wasn't going that well in the corner, like, oh, well, let's look at this, because they were tired of shit to talk about or whatever.
Yeah. So
yeah, it hurt, but it, you know, and then like really it took me that broken bone and working in that great environment with so many talented people. Like if you're gonna live in Southtown San Antonio, man, like that's where the arts are.
Really, Southtown?
Yeah, well, it is gentrifying at this point, and it's gonna start happening at an exponential rate. But it's still good. There's still places to go out there. You know, there's a few spots. I'm not gonna name. Frankie Diablo's is great. They're really carrying the torch for Southtown at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a pretty much the same experience first time I went up on stage, as I fucking bombed so bad. I must have said the word weird 100 times about 5 minutes.
Oh no.
You know what else is weird? Just
Yeah.
weird things. It was fucking awful. Speaking of weird stuff,
Like I still have that notebook, man. And like every now and then I'll look back at it and be like, it's still not workable. Like
yeah, it's
I
still
want
awful.
so bad for it to like what was your first closer? Or what was your what was your first closer about?
I had, well,
Not the first time that sucked, like the first time you felt like you had a closer.
I had a closer. I don't know. The first joke I had that really worked. I don't know if I ever used it as a closer really, but first joke I had that really worked was about I called it happy socks. About these fucking bundles of socks you can get at Walmart that are all different polka dots or whatever.
Dude, full disclosure, I'm a huge fan of those.
Yeah. Well, that's what
I dig it.
that's what my bit was basically about. I started wearing those because I was living with a girl in Denver and I didn't do laundry. So I threw on some of her socks and ran to work, and we had a new manager and this lady with a really tight pulled back hair. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, you have happy socks. Do you go to my church?" And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." She goes, "Well, my church believes if you wear happy socks, it's like a happiness barrier between your feet and the ground where the devil lives, so he can't possess your body."
Yo.
Yeah. And so I basically wrote about that, basically that with like a lot more jokes attached to it.
Later,
At the
I want
end.
to just from an educational standpoint.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that later.
But
Which begs the question, like, I mean, I'm sure there's an explanation. I'd never really hung out with any Mormons, man. What's up with those draws?
yeah.
You know anything about that?
Yeah. Dylan Moran has a bit about religion looks like a ritualized panic about death. Like, quickly, death is coming. Put on the gold hat. That's what it comes down to. I'll be a good person if I wear these shoes with buckles. People don't do that, but I guess it makes you a good person.
There's a ton of fashion accessories that go with religion, I guess.
I don't know. It's like when I used to do a lot of acid, and I would try to have like a touchstone of something that like, oh, I can hold on to this, but whenever you do
Just
that,
like a
acid
marker of reality or like
Yeah.
a physical rock.
like something physical, whatever. But yeah, like a marker
Like
of reality.
something tangible.
Yeah, like the first couple times I did it, and I learned quickly that whatever that thing is, acid takes it away from you immediately. Like, as long as this mirror is real, so am I.
Then when you lose the mirror, then the other thing begins.
Yeah.
You know?
But I've got to
Acid's fun.
yeah, you go down a hole real quick when you're like, and this wall's real. Nope, and this wall's real. But I feel like it must kind of be like that. Like, if I can project onto this object, if I believe these magic underwear make me abstinent.
Right.
Like,
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know, but I would assume so.
Are
Do
they
you know how
rather
hard
tight?
it would be to fuck if you were wearing one of those?
Dude,
It's got to cut off circulation to your dick all day. And then at the end of it, if you like took off your clothes and you're wearing a chastity belt in front of a girl, there's going to be questions like, the mood is broken.
why have a baker's dozen of fiancés at that point?
Yeah. You have to get married to 13 people first before you can have sex. Whatever the rule is.
No wonder those people make so much money. I used to have a horrible one-liner, which I still throw in on occasion when I don't give a shit. I think octomomming would have been super popular in the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Never lands.
Never lands.
Yeah, but if I just don't care, I'm like, here's 10 seconds. I'll say it and wait 5 seconds and see what happens.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Just I have all these jokes that don't work and I can't figure out. Like, I'll fill up a notebook full of jokes, and maybe 5 to 10 minutes out of 100 pages works. But the rest of that is stuff that I can't figure out how to make work.
Right, but never throw it away, because you go back sometimes
Yeah.
And you have a different perspective. And it's like, oh fuck, it was just one word, or, you know?
Yeah, one word away.
Yeah.
Because I have stuff all the time that I'll say out loud into a mic at a show and it gets nothing. And I always have a moment of like, that's fucking hilarious. Like I know when I've been talking about Mad Dog Mattis,
Right.
or like I stopped the other night because I was like, how are you guys not already laughing? Because you have a WWF wrestler as your Secretary of Defense. Like already completely, your Secretary of Defense is named Mad Dog. Like, oh yeah, here we go. That's who's fucking in public office. I don't know. If you were looking back through the history
truly
books,
shooting for like the worldwide belt and shit.
yeah.
Fuck.
Like if you were to look back in history and what is it, Lou or Lincoln? I don't know why I was struggling to think of that name.
Let's call
President
him Lou.
Lincoln. Yeah, something with an
Lou
L.
Lincoln.
Yeah, I was going through L
He
and
was
then
his
whatever the next
ghostwriter.
value was. But if you look back and you're reading about President Lincoln, and then you find out his leading general is like named The Rock or Firestar or whatever,
Right.
like, it'd just be ridiculous. But everyone just stare like that's normal shit. Like Mad Dog is a completely normal name. I don't know why. That's just how like that's funny to me and no one else. Like the
He's got
ridiculousness
to balance
of
that shit out.
Mhm.
Mad Dog Periwinkle or something.
And a lot of times, I hate to say it, but in a room full of comics, like people aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, as far as like doing open mics and shit,
Yeah.
like yeah, when you're talking to people that are all staring at the same fucking dream you are,
Mhm.
like I want 10 dudes that had to do that for a while today, whose minds are fried that I can just jolt.
Right, exactly.
I mean that's really just like the best part,
Yeah, I think it would be good if we could get some audience members to more the mic.
Well, that's like another reason I was saying invite Caesar is even if he doesn't think he has to try out for the thing, I'm hoping if by putting rules on this and putting comics,
Oh, is that why he
open
called?
micers-
He was just like, "Hey, fuck your tryouts. Can I just have this?"
Can I just? Yeah, pretty much.
Motherfucker.
He's like, I'm better than these, and he is. He's a really good comic, but at the
He's
same
pretty
time,
funny.
everyone's.
I only saw him do his thing once. He's real funny. I talked to him.
Yeah, but you don't just immediately get a pass like everyone.
And I'm not saying anything,
Right.
one way or the other. But I mean, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I'll
that's
definitely
also-
be there to do it.
Yeah, that's also the idea, though, is if I'm putting on an open mic where there's stakes and comics are actually trying, maybe I can have an audience out to this open mic specifically to see comedy.
Right.
Because it will be better than 10 comics floundering around for 10 minutes each, one after the other being shit.
High as fuck.
Yeah.
Just dogging each other.
High out of their mind, and the shitty comics suck consistently, and the good comics are trying out something new, so half the time they suck anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's a shit show. I don't know why anyone would ever come to see it, but I'm hoping with this one,
But we're hoping you do.
yeah, if you're like New Faces in Comedy Works downtown, they have a huge audience for their open mic, basically, for their new talent tryout.
That's
People come to
that's
the-
in Denver, I would
Yeah.
assume. I haven't been up to Denver yet. I'd love to go out there.
Yeah, in September I'm gonna start going up more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can take you with, show you around because it's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, totally. Any leads, anything we can fucking dig into, man. Like, let's do it.
Yeah. By the way, I want to. I was thinking earlier, really want to book Alan Bromelo here. Do you think he'd come down and do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Easily, yeah.
because I still haven't seen his act, but
Yeah.
I know he's funny.
Yeah. Alan may be a good one for a guest host too. Like a guest host for one of the open mics.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of having guest hosts for at least one of the tryout mics
Yeah.
so the there's like an impartial
Judge.
judge. Yeah, I mean,
that's super cool.
Yeah.
not to
Because
them.
like even if somebody that like
Right.
if they have a fire set in front of this random dude, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, then they did it, you know.
Right.
Plus, I don't want to make people think that I have some opinion that would exclude them from
Exactly.
doing better, because it's about improving the scene as a whole. So it's like, but there's enough drama that goes on that I know if I don't pass someone, that person is most likely to go, fuck him, he didn't pass me because or I said this thing a year ago to him.
Well, I
or
mean,
something.
how many people are you planning on passing? One?
I'm gonna
Guess
pass
what your
as-
fucking odds are, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna pass as many as can do it, but I think that'll be a lot lower than or maybe a lot of comics will rise to the occasion and get good enough to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, a guest
I'm
host.
going into this from my perspective with as clean a slate as possible on people. I know that sounds kind of bullshit, but I am committed to making the scene better.
Right.
And
Yeah, totally.
as long as people are trying and not just, fucking off,
Mm-hmm.
that's almost half the battle right now.
Yeah.
Shit. Is that in a sad state of affairs?
I
But
mean,
I totally get you. Like, I mean, I'm
because,
booking shows around the area, to try and
because,
because shit, man, I'm trying to make $1.
exactly.
You know?
And, for a minute there, the mic at the theater became like roast battle.
Yeah.
And it was funny for a minute, but then there was like, well, you can't do that at a regular show.
Yeah.
Let's say by some random chance someone calls and says, hey, come do 5 minutes in comedy work so we can see you.
Yeah.
You can't go up and say, oh, Nyland
Yeah.
has a funny shirt.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah, I used to get on Corey about that because he started relying on that as when he was bombing, he always knew he had an easy out to trash someone way too hard and usually air out like their bullshit.
Okay, so
Like there was a guy who,
it sounds like he just had that in his pocket, assuming like I'm just gonna wait till these jokes peter out and then I'm gonna air this grievance with whoever.
Well, it was like we had a guy here that he missed an open mic and he was always here, and he texted me that his son was going blind. He found out from the doctor. So it was like this thing that like everybody knew, but no one was saying it to try and what's the word? I guess be cordial and polite.
Right.
And,
I mean, there's few lines not to touch, right?
Right.
But a man that's
Corey doesn't give a fuck about those at all. He has no soul.
I haven't met this dude.
You haven't met Corey yet?
No. I'm interested. Corey, what's up, dude? You're a savage.
Yeah. Corey is probably personally my favorite comic to watch in the Springs.
Yeah.
It's like he always blows me away with fucking what line he's gonna cross. It's fucking awesome to watch. But yeah, as soon as he started bombing, he was like, John's kid is going blind, like that quick. Fuck, I said John's name. Anyway.
Oh.
I think we've talked about it on the podcast before anyway, though. So
Yeah.
but yeah, just immediately went to that and trashed him. And it got a huge response because you're just not supposed to say that kind of shit and make fun of someone for having their kid go blind,
Yeah.
But
I mean, was it or ooh? It was definitely ooh, right?
He's got talent. He's got a talent for getting a laugh out of ooh. Like,
I want to meet him.
Yeah, Corey is kind of Don Rickles-ish.
Yeah.
Where he can step on that line, but still kind of wink at you like,
Yeah.
Okay.
kinda-
I got nothing but respect for that.
Yeah.
I love that style.
I mean, he can go over it,
Right.
but that's
I mean-
part of the work.
I mean, that's the nature of it.
Yeah.
That's
you
the
know?
nature of dancing on the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was cultivating the skill basically as his way out of a bomb was to trash someone that he intimately knew.
Right.
You know, and I was like, you're got this really sharp ace in the hole that won't work anywhere.
But I don't know much about the Bible, right? But
yeah.
who was that dude? It was like, kill your son.
Oh
Was
yeah,
that Abraham, Louis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kill your son.
Oh fuck, that is
Doing
what he's been-
Abraham. Yeah,
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 well, he would do that.
Yeah.
Like he's that guy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Kill your son.
Yeah, fuck him.
What was your
Mind if I
first?
roll this cage up? Or let's do the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll open it for you in a sec. But
Sure.
what was your like first closer?
My first closer, well, like you were saying, like
Yeah.
you never have a closer till you say one thing repeatedly and it works. Mine was this story, and most of my things come from just living an odd little life. My first one was about working at a pizza joint, and then having to pick up a drop off. I had to go drop off a pizza to an abortion clinic, and what happened there? I didn't know, like I didn't know it was an abortion clinic when I walked in. There's just these large, angry women staring at me. I'm not gonna do the bit. Like I'll tell you the bit
I
later.
didn't do the bit, but
Yeah. I'm not trying to do the bit, but that was the premise. Taking a pizza to an abortion clinic and how that all worked out.
right. It's a
It turns out the doctor ordered it.
That's a weird office to have a office party at. You have a well.
No, well, like my highlights, like they have highlights magazines in abortion clinics, and I think it's the craziest thing in history. But they've all got kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they have to go back?
To go bags.
Yo. Damn it, Chris.
A quick pickup parking space.
Yeah.
15 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck.
They don't have a ramp to get in, just a ramp to get out. It's all downhill from here.
So did you? If you want to pop out and smoke real quick, you can.
Yeah, I might just yell.
Chris, did you?
Conversation's good, but I got a fucking habit.
Yeah, no problem. Me too,
Bro.
man. Yeah, I was wondering when we were talking about Pat Green. Did you meet him when you moved to San Antonio?
No, I met Pat actually in Lubbock, Texas. There was a comedy club called Froggy Bottom Comedy Club. It had the stupidest fucking name in the planet, but it was the coolest people, the coolest staff. I mean, these
Yeah,
people became like family.
really.
I still am in contact with most of the staff, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
And so Pat went to college at Texas Tech in Lubbock, and him and his frat brothers would come to the club, and like they became friends of mine, and we'd all drink till, God knows what in the morning.
Yeah.
And then, like, years passed, and I stumbled into this country bar, and I originally hooked up with the lead guitarist, Brett Danaher. We started talking,
Mhm.
drinking, and he's like, yeah, I'm with the Pat Green band, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Like, I looked him up, really got into his music, and then like I went to a concert.
And realized it was him.
No, I didn't. I like one time introduced myself and he's like, we know each other. Remember Froggy Bottom, tequila, and it was
Yeah.
just because he was like out of place, you know.
Right.
He wasn't a musician
Yeah.
back then. So.
That's so weird. Also, that someone would say the words "remember" from Tequila.
Right. That's a lot of my past stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and Pat shouldn't feel bad because I had the same experience with George Carlin. I went backstage at the Pikes Peak Center in Colorado Springs, and I went to say, hi, I'm good Fonseca. Like, Fonseca, we drank at the Improv. What's wrong with you? You think you would remember drinking with George Carlin?
Yeah.
Nope.
And also the amazing conversation you must have had.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah, exactly.
By the end of that, there was 7 words both y'all got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Carlin's one of my favorites of all time. I get between Pryor and Carlin as well. Like when I watch old Carlin or old Pryor specials, I was like, I can see how good he is just mechanically as a comic.
Right.
But also, I've seen his bits ripped off so many times before I got to him.
Oh, yeah,
I
big
was like a real fan of comedy. So Carlin always made me laugh harder, personally.
Yeah.
That was always, I mean, you can't deny that Pryor's the greatest, but I always liked Carlin more
Right.
just because of those circumstances. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just like, I'd sit through their specials and like, just like that, my mouth would just be open like, motherfucker. Like, they're like almost all Pryor shit was before I was even birthed.
yeah.
You know, and I was alive through some of Carlin, and it's everything I watch him do, it's like I miss laugh beats because I'm too busy thinking, wow, you know.
It's something I had to grow into as well. As I remember when It's Bad For You came out and watching it like as it premiered on television and just not understanding. But I don't remember how old I was, but I was pretty young, so I'm sure most of those concepts were just flying over my head.
Dude, I'm like 5 years old watching Gallagher and shit. Like,
What's funny is the last maybe 4 of Carlin's specials, he would send me like a tape a week before and say, Fonseca, watch this and give me feedback. My feedback? You're George fucking Carlin. What the hell? Yeah,
right?
I mean, I suggest.
That was even before the thumbs up icon.
Yeah.
Because that's the way to respond.
I mean, I like suggest the tags or whatever,
Yeah.
but you know, what the fuck am I gonna,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think of those guys as just, you know, people at a certain point with insecurities and working on material. Because growing up, it just seemed like all that shit tumbled out of Carlin's head perfectly. You know, but the time it must have taken to write those bits.
Well, I mean, he was like the first dude doing yearly specials. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's how long.
I mean,
You know, he might have sat on a couple of those ideas for more than a few years as other things fleshed out quicker.
Yeah.
But man, he was dropping shit like nobody else.
yeah, to come up with a solid hour, you know, especially like in his day, because now we have the internet, we have like.
There's too much coming at you. There's
Right.
so much to write about.
I mean, but back then, like, you had to fucking read newspapers and read magazines and like live a life,
Yeah.
you know. But nowadays, any moron can turn on their iPad and
Yeah.
it's all like shuffled into you,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. So you really had to do research. I heard an interview with Doug Stanhope where he was talking about going to the library to research his bits.
Oh yeah.
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 Like recently too.
Okay.
Like
I'm trying to remember, like Mobile, Alabama. It was some like butt plug nowhere down.
Mobile.
Me and my buddy Toe Jam, who was my opener
Mhm.
and my driver, we asked where the local library was at the hotel, and I swear to God, Buddha, and anyone else, the response from the desk clerk, don't have one. Don't need one.
Well, I feel like if you're gonna do a show in
Mobile.
Mobile, Alabama, bring a dude named Toe Jam with you.
Exactly, yeah. But
Smart move, my man.
yeah, don't have one, don't need one.
Don't need one. Fuck.
And the woman was
They've got
serious.
civil rights like
Yeah.
bolted to the wall of every building. Like, you have to know this is a thing.
Yeah, next to the wanted dead or alive poster.
Right. But
In the 90s, wanted dead or alive, 2000
Yeah.
shillings, whatever the fuck.
Shillings.
I mean, the
I don't think shillings were a. Did we
Yeah.
use shillings in it?
$2 silver dollars.
There you go. I bet like silver's so low right now that I bet the silver trade in Alabama is just booming with idiocracy.
Yeah, don't have one, don't need one. To be offended by the idea of books. Like, how
yeah.
low is your just above chimp?
Exactly. I mean, it was kind of right out of the Hicks bit.
Yeah.
What are you reading for? Not what are you reading.
Yeah.
What are you reading for?
Yeah, he had on that
You
same
trying to
special,
outsmart me?
oh, look, we got ourselves a reader. Yeah, he had that awesome bit about the UFO tour. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Do you remember it?
Not really.
Yeah. It's like, I'm calling this the UFO tour because, like outer space aliens, I too am traveling through the shithole of this country, scaring hicks off their tractors or whatever. Something like that. I totally butchered it, but I always love that one.
Who's that?
Bill Hicks.
It's Hicks. It felt like David Cross. I watched
Yeah.
his what was it? It's the one where he's like hugging the cowboy.
Is that Make America Great Again? I can't remember. He named it something.
No, it's not the
Trumpish.
newer one. It's an older one.
Bigger and blacker.
No, I think it's even older. It was
Oh,
like
shit.
before Arrested Development.
Yeah. Fuck. I think I
he's
know
like
which one
he's
you're
like
talking about.
crying, hugging this fucking like swollen up cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I bought it off of the cover alone. I laughed so hard at the cover
Mm-hmm.
because it's not really like a set. It's his set over. It's his set that didn't work in a bunch of different places, and he's like. He's outside of this venue somewhere. It's either Alabama or Arkansas. I forget who's fucking who there. But he's outside of the venue and he's trying to get in, and they want to charge him to get through the door.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I'm just trying to get to like the backstage area, and they point him right back to that door he was standing at.
Yeah.
He's like, what the shit? And they open the door and he walks on stage like after this metal band or some shit. Like it was just. A lot of that DVD was that set. Like, he just fought through it.
Mhm.
And he tore that crowd apart. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a little unnerved. It didn't occur to me when we started on the road that most of this country is dudes talking to their tractor.
Oh yeah.
It seems like 90% of it is just that from coast to coast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, especially the smaller cities. Like if you do like the state capitals or
Yeah.
cities with like a university.
Right, where they have books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where
They got what now?
But yeah,
But those in between towns
yeah, exactly.
don't got one, don't need one.
And they mean it, damn it.
Yeah. Man. That's so weird to think about. Like it's weird enough to think about not having technology to find out anything.
At this
this point?
At this point, yeah, totally.
Like if you had to go back to encyclopedias, most of us would die off. But like to even think that like don't even need encyclopedias. Like let's go all the way back to your whole life is who's gonna feed them hogs, and then you just die
Right.
and make 13 more kids to work the land.
No.
Octo-momming, dude.
Case, to cut my sandwich.
I didn't know that one. My dad has 12 brothers and sisters.
No.
So that's, that's farm hands.
So what generation American are you?
I'm like millennial, I guess.
No,
Generation Y
I mean
or
like
whatever.
how long has your family lineage been in America?
Oh,
Because people quit having 12 kids like a fucking while ago,
yeah.
dude.
No, my family's out in the boonies, farm town, kind of.
In California?
In Washington.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But yeah, they get way out there. But no, my family's been
Dude,
around
there's
since
some
the
sticks in
inception of
Washington.
America. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my
Y'all must have been doing well to keep making 12 kids. Congratulations, guys.
well, my grandpa
You get the Rothberg stamp of approval.
the Rothschild stamp of
Yeah.
world domination.
I want to call him Rothberg. There's some Jew in there.
Yeah. What is it? But yeah, I remember my grandpa traced our family lineage back to like Cortez's first mate when they came over on the boats and killed all the Indians. And I was like, shit, don't quit.
Fuck, you were here in
Yeah.
Inception.
Yeah. And then it's just been a bunch of fucking kids.
You were here before Washington got a wild hair.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Man, that never really occurred to me till just now. That like, oh shit, like my family's American.
Like
real
we're
fucking-
American as fuck.
Yeah, we're
dude.
American
Like,
as fuck.
my family didn't get here until like 1920.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my family
Yeah,
is,
I missed all that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they can
Yeah.
get mad at me for suffrage. But who cares, right?
Like, I look around at my family and I'm the only white one. Like, everyone else is a lot darker brown. So we just get, Mexican all the time. It's Spanish. But
Is
like,
Vigil pronounced some kind of way, or is that like
Yeah.
is that like a stage thing?
It's Vigil
Vigil,
originally.
okay.
But my grandpa changed it. I grew up as Vigil. He changed it to Vigil to sound like a whiter name so he could get a job.
Right.
Because no
Oh,
one
I
was
get that,
hiring a
dude.
Mexican.
Dude, South Texas, man. I fucking get that.
Yeah, that happens
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
there.
Well, I'm not saying it happens a lot. I didn't go through it.
Yeah.
But
it-
You know?
I do know that did happen. And like there was a comic, Doug Jones, he would do a joke about with all these Mexicans, I want to fit in, so I'm Doug Jones.
Yeah, when everyone was changing their names to sound whiter, only comics were trying to sound more Spanish.
Dude,
Do the
Carlos
Latino
Mencia's name is Ned.
Yeah, Ned.
Feel that,
Holmes.
son.
Ned.
Feel that, son. God, fuck that guy still.
Yeah,
I don't like shitting on people, but that feels like, I mean, that's a pylon target, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a decade, right?
Yeah, we talk about Mencia all the time because he worked with Chris a lot. But like, he's definitely an odd case study for where
Like,
he
is
can
he like
fuck up.
is he like a mental dude or?
He's got something, I think.
Well,
but I
I
don't
mean,
know him personally.
Well, he's like one of the only people that I know that no matter what, he does like 4 hours. Like, you can't get him off stage.
Well, it's because he's got so much of other people's material.
Yeah.
He's got to get it out.
Yeah.
But even so, like, he can't get him.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I've known Ralphie May to do, like, I've heard Ralphie May doing 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
oh,
But-
which is
and
impressive.
I'll be just like,
Yeah,
I'm in
but-
for that, dude.
but not every fucking night.
Yeah, no,
You
totally.
know what I mean? We all have our moments.
Like, he just goes to, like, he wants to walk the room.
Yeah.
Just out of pure, like, dude, we have children. What are you doing up here still?
Yeah.
Tighten this up.
Yeah, I mean, there's steps across the country you just dread.
Mencia coming through.
Yeah,
Well, I think he's doing San Antonio pretty soon.
yeah.
Ha ha!
Shit.
And Chicago has always been cool to me. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, totally. I just, like,
even though, like, I really have a problem with the stealing and whatever, he's always been a straight up guy with me.
Mhm.
And like Francisco, Pablo defends Ned to death.
Really?
I mean,
And I know Pablo doesn't steal because Pablo can only do Pablo. No one else can do Pablo except Pablo.
Exactly. I
And
mean,
Pablo can't do anyone else.
I've tried to write for Pablo and it's almost impossible.
you know, I miss fucking Greg Giraldo, man. He had some great material. I mean, the original Roast Master, first off, but I mean, his specials, they hold up.
Yeah.
Like, more so than most. Like, a lot of specials hold up because they're, you know, they're irreverent enough to not be too tied to a certain point in time. But fucking Greg Giraldo, dude, like, listen to that shit.
Yeah.
And see if you're not like, all right, what the fuck? Like, you'll laugh knowing exactly what he said and listen to it again.
Yeah.
You know, just to hear inflections and beats. Like, he was a mind, man. I was a big fan. Did he come out of Boston too?
I don't know. I knew he was in New York for a long time.
I know he's a New York name comic. He might have come out of Boston. I was just thinking about, like, we were talking earlier.
Yeah. About all the great comics that have come out of Boston lately.
Yeah, that started. The one that crossed my mind was Bobcat, dude.
Yeah.
Bobcat Goldthwait, like, he's totally one of my top favorites.
He's vastly underrated because people, you know,
Yeah, dude.
all they know Bob from his Police Academy and the Wacky Boys.
Or like fucking Hot to Trot. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Like, those are my favorite movies. Like, when I was like super young, that whole shit, you know? Like, I was hook, line, and sinker as a kid. And then when I started growing up, after he set the Tonight Show on fire and all that crazy shit, like, I thought he was like, and I wasn't a super huge fan of comedy, but I've always been a fan of Bobcat. Like, he was one of my dudes, you know what I mean? He's one of the first people to make me laugh. Like, that goofy, and Hot to Trot. Like, I was like 4 years old, dude. Like, that was right in my wheelhouse, you know?
But he's done some amazing movies.
Oh my God, I'm such a fan of his movies. Oh, he's a great director. His oh, I mean, it's a few years old, but You Don't Look the Same Either. His stand-up special, amazing.
I mean,
it was a tight one too. It was only like 48 minutes or something.
I remember working with Bob right after the Rodney King thing.
Oh shit!
Not the verdict, but the actual event.
The event.
And he was like, "All I have to say is, if you ever see cops beating the fuck out of me, put the camera down
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'd love that. What's up, dude?
What up? I'm Nyland now.
No.
No, just kidding. I'm Caesar
No.
Gonzalez. You guys are talking about Bobcat Goldthwait?
The Nutri. The Nutri-Soy Nyland.
Yeah, I'm a better looking.
Yeah, your diet
I love you.
fucking works, dude.
I
You're slimmer, cleaner, hair's better. Yeah.
You look like you just got out of a pool.
Oh.
You sleek son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I just walked here, so
Oh, right. So did I.
a little toasty.
I walked here with my bike, dude. I blew out the pedal arm on my bike earlier.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whiskey ain't that great.
Motorized car.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. I did Dodge John. We are old though. He couldn't, because of the CP, he couldn't get a clean shot. We are old.
Did you ever watch what was it that 11/26/64 or whatever?
Yeah.
That John Franco vehicle through Hulu.
Yeah. The Stephen King. It was a Stephen King book first.
Yes.
Yeah. Where
Oh
he
my
goes
God.
back in time.
I haven't read the book yet.
Yeah.
I just finished Cell today. It's one of his newer books.
Yeah.
Have you read that one?
That one's good. Yeah, with the alternative zombies.
Yeah. Well, his
Essentially.
version of the zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse, super cool.
Yeah.
The ending, dude. Like I finished the book right before I got here.
Are you a big Stephen King fan?
I love Stephen fucking King, dude.
Peep this. You'll like this.
Oh shit, son!
Yeah. I've got a Dark Tower tattoo, and
Righteous.
I'm nervous for
You
the
got enough
movie.
belly hair. I'm taking that swimmer comment back.
Yeah. No, I'm nervous for the Dark Tower movie though. Like I don't know if it's gonna be.
I don't know if it's gonna hold up. I didn't read that series for a reason. Like I'm gonna wait.
It's
like
good.
I want to enjoy the film.
Yeah.
So like I started the Talisman and things and
Yeah.
I was like I'm just gonna fucking chill.
But-
What's your favorite Stephen King book?
It's actually one of his shorts, not short story totally, but it was when he was Richard Bachman. That was like his original pen
The
name.
Long Walk.
Fuck yes, that's
Yeah, dude.
Did we just become best friends?
I love it, man.
The Long Walk is
The Long Walk is
amazing.
Don't
Anything
look at
Richard
me.
Rock.
I know. Sorry.
I'm not gonna like a book. Oh, fuck you guys.
You could do the long roll. I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah, the long
As
one.
long as you can stay at a pace of 6 miles an hour, because that's how those things work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. Just because it was like really like it's a really simple premise, but you just see like the people break down over time. Like, it's really
6 of 'em.
psychological.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
I read it as a super young man too. Like I definitely didn't have a car.
Oh yeah, no.
I was walking everywhere. I felt that.
Yeah.
By the way, there's kind of like breaking news in comedy. Like in 2 weeks, Mr. Murphy gonna do stand-up again.
Mr. Murphy,
Yeah.
who's
Like Eddie.
oh Eddie Murphy. Oh shit. Oh, that's cool.
That's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. 'Cause I don't know.
Dude, like I like Pluto Nash. Like I let him come to stage. I will watch it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know when the last time he actually did stand up. Like, for real.
Early '90s at the latest, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I'm sure he went to the Comedy Store after Pluto Nash went to shit. He was like, I need to.
He might have done some sets, but he hasn't put anything out since
Oh no.
for fucking ever.
I fucking dude. Like Harlem Nights, Coming to America, quintessential comedy. Like one of the first times, like Mel Brooks films aside, where it was just fucking joke after joke the whole way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's like them and like the was it the Zucker brothers? Those ones who do like Airplane and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they just hit you with just joke after joke. Yeah, Coming to America is one of the funniest
Well,
movies.
like the
ever.
Airplane, it was campier.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
like Harlem Nights, it had this kind of like gangster vibe. That whole fucking when he pulls the gun on that broad, he's like, "I'll blow that crusted motherfucking toe off your fucking foot," and he does that whole thing.
I've actually never seen Harlem
You've
Nights.
never seen Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights.
It was him and Arsenio's film before. Was it before? I think it was before Coming to America.
I think it was.
I feel like it was before.
I know they're doing.
No, it was after Coming to America because that was the first time they'd worked together. They did Harlem Nights after Coming to America.
Okay. They're doing a sequel to Coming to America.
No shit.
Yeah, I just talked to Arsenio like 2 weeks ago when he was in Denver. They're working on it. That'll be weird.
Oh, I was ready for some joke to come out of you.
No,
Like,
no.
like I thought you
Right.
were fucking with me.
It better involve.
That's awesome.
It better involve the word Zamunda.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's good. Yeah, no, I mean, that's cool that he's doing stand up again, though. I mean, now that like
Absolutely, man.
now that everyone's really big with transgender acceptance, like he can like come back out again.
I wasn't gonna broach that topic,
You know what? That's what I'm here for, guys.
but it did happen in the early '90s.
Yeah, yeah. So now's a good time to come back out of
It's
this.
like I've been sitting on this material for like
Mhm.
22 years.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, Eddie's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about Bobcats films though.
Oh, the ones he directed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with,
Coming to America, or not Coming to America, motherfucker. God Bless America.
what was the one with Robin?
Oh, World's Greatest Dad.
Yeah,
World's
yeah.
Greatest
That one's
Dad.
really good, really sad, but
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so beautifully dark though.
Yeah, you would never think that, like a comic, especially one with a crazy voice,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, did you see? Did you guys catch Call Me Lucky by any chance?
No.
Call me lucky. No.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, it's you probably ran across it. Do you remember Barry Crimmins?
Oh yeah, I have seen
yeah.
that actually.
It-
The documentary.
Oh my god, dude. That is a powerful film.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't fucking shed tears that much. That got me.
Mhm.
That jerked a tear straight the
Yeah.
fuck out my face. Even the podcast they did Joe Rogan's
Mhm.
podcast before
Yeah.
it was released.
Yeah, I heard that one.
That is a powerful. Even the podcast like moved me.
Yeah, I cry all the time, so I was.
Barry's like
a mess.
he's drinking beers like this. I still deal with it like this.
Mhm.
You know, I was just fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. That is a film.
What they call it?
It's called Call Me Lucky. It's filmed and directed by Bobcat. It's the Barry Crimmins documentary.
Yeah,
I'll have to look for it.
yeah, and it's cool because they save. Because spoiler alert, like he's molested when he was younger, but they save that to like halfway through the documentary.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't
it's
even
really
come
just
out.
about him.
It talks about him coming up as a comic
Yeah.
and like partying in high school and doing drugs and opening the comedy dojo.
Yep.
This open mic in Boston would do like we were talking about
Oh,
earlier. Yeah, my favorite genre of comedy is these days, but the people that came out of mid to late 80s and early 90s Boston,
Mhm.
everybody that came out of that.
Meanie.
Mhm.
How could you not love Kevin Meanie?
Yeah,
That's not right.
yeah.
I mean, I found out that he had passed in the theater, and
Mhm.
I was like cheering up, and a lot of people like didn't even know who he was, and that kind of shocked me.
Yeah, it seems like
you know.
a lot of those Boston comics, like especially from that era, didn't
Yeah.
like ever make it big. Really, like they were huge in Boston, but they didn't like there
Right.
wasn't that exposure.
But like me, did the Tonight Show
Yeah.
and had HBO special. He had the horrible like sitcom Uncle Buck based on the John Candy movie.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, I mean, Meanie's great, but it was just like a watered down trying to make the movie stretch out into a series.
Yeah. And it seems like comedians getting TV shows is really hit and miss because they have a hard time like translating them onto the show. You know?
Exactly. I mean, Mitch Hedberg was supposed to have a sitcom, and then of course he passed. But it would have been interesting to see Hedberg try to star in a sitcom.
Yeah, see, I think he would have been good just because he was so quick and he had so many one-liners. He could just throw those kind of quick jokes in there. I don't know. I don't know if they would have been ready for it then though, because he was such a kind of stoner persona. That would have been
exactly. Yeah. I mean, he did a guest spot on that '70s show, and there were scenes with him and Tommy John.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Were hysterical,
That was Hedberg's last. Well, he did King of the Hill and '70s Show, and those are his last things before.
Who was he on King of the Hill? Was he just a one-off character or something?
I know he was on there. I can't remember what he did.
Huh? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I miss King of the Hill too.
Good show.
Yeah.
Well, if you're up at 4 a.m, you can watch it every day of the week.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And that was based out of Texas.
Yeah. The Refreshments did their theme song, which is one of my favorite little groups. They came out of Tempe, Arizona, the same time the Gin Blossoms blew up.
Well, that's cool. But I know a couple of the guys that created King of the Hill. Johnny Hardwick was the voice of Dale. And he helped create the show and wrote a bunch of episodes and stuff.
You would have been a killer Boomhauer.
Right on.
Yeah, Austin back in the late '90s was a big comedy boom. There was an MTV show, I forget what it was called, but
Austin Life Stories or some shit, something like that.
Some crazy.
On the 10 spot back when MTV used to have that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because that was back.
I think Mike Judge was behind that too, actually.
Right.
But behind the Austin thing.
That Austin show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was from Austin, moved away, and then he came back after the Beavis and Butthead, everything, and he started working out of Austin again after that point.
Huh, that's cool. I had no idea.
Austin's a super cool town.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get caught up in being Austin, the people are super cool.
Yeah, I know several people that have moved there because it's the cool place.
Absolutely, man. Just keep it on your side.
Yeah, it's
Hit
it's
that,
the
and
cool
then
place.
when you're ready, pass it back.
It's the southern Portland.
Nice.
I mean, it's the same.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Myrtle Beach with less tits. I'm guessing.
It's funny though, Texas has produced a lot of big comics in how much different genres you want. There's Hicks in Tennessee, and then Ron White and Bill Engvall.
Oh yeah.
Out of Dallas. San Antonio.
Well, I got to shout it out to Kool-Aid for San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Alex Kool-Aid Ansel.
Kool-Aid's great.
He's working out of Vegas now.
Yeah.
He's been touring with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh.
Yeah. He did that for a little while.
Yeah.
He was working with another wrestler. You guys remember Diamond Dallas Page?
Yeah, DDP.
Yeah. That guy has a thing called DDP yoga now, and Kool-Aid was on some of that. He's in the back overexerting himself. He's a super funny dude.
Oh,
Kool-Aid's
yeah.
awesome. Larry Garza out of San Antonio, funny as hell.
Oh no, I helped those guys come up through the ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was too new to even catch any of that wave.
yeah, a lot of those guys are really good friends of mine. Like, we lost one of the group last year, Tommy Munoz. He was an amazing guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he had a heart attack at 32.
Jeez.
He was only 32?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah.
That's wow.
I mean, it was devastating. The only reason.
Tommy was San Antonio.
Oh, he was. He was. Like, he worked part time with the Spurs and, like, their PR department. But he did, like, stand up, he did sketch shows.
Yeah.
He did it all. And it was amazing. And the only reason I kind of laugh is I just remember at his memorial, some knucklehead open micer. Like, we all went up and did, like, eulogies.
Mm-hmm.
This guy goes up. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Tommy. We were working on something together. And please follow me on Twitter.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
Like, all of us wanted to kill him, but couldn't stop laughing.
Was he a red-haired fuck?
No.
All right, there's this guy Kyle Long in San Antonio that butchers everything he touches.
No.
I think he quit, which most of San Antonio would be super cool with.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
He actually has a clip on YouTube at Hightower, Watchtower. It's in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comedy event. I can't place the name. Like I haven't done it. Moon Tower, fucking Moon Tower. Tony Hinchcliffe was doing a live podcast there.
Uh-huh.
Had Big J Ogerson up there.
Kill Tony one? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was doing a Kill Tony from Moon Tower. And the way they do that one there is a bunch of people put their names in and they pick 10 out of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Has nothing to do with anything. That format works where you go up, you do 1 minute, and then they either roast you or they're going to roast you either way, or they'll give you a thumbs up as well. Well, this dude goes up there, like, can we pull things up from YouTube here? Probably not.
Yeah, we can. But
This clip is insane. It's totally worth fucking watching.
Mm-hmm.
They call him up, and he goes up and like he almost falls over the cord that's around the mic stand and tries to yank the mic that's wrapped around, like it's set up to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like work with the thing because everybody's gonna use it, and it's a fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a podcast. Move in, move out.
Yeah.
He goes up there, almost falls over the cord, and he's like, I thought it'd be a good idea to do mushrooms. And then, like, he starts talking about Blockbuster, which, I mean...
That's timely.
Yeah, right? Play to your strengths.
Yeah.
But he starts...
What about Furbies, right, guys?
Yeah, totally. You ever try to take a Furby on an airplane? What? Stop that.
Did you buy that at the Piggly Wiggly?
But yeah, he goes up there and eats shit, and they're like, "All right, dude, it's time to go," and he won't give up the mic. And they're instead of like a piano play off, there's a dude with a fucking French horn right
great.
there that like plays them off all like super fucking loud.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not having that. He tries to steal the French horn, and fucking Big J gets up, and then one dude from the back of the stage and another guy comes out, and they got to pull him down.
I think you would just need.
I
Big
saw
J.
that guy a few times in San Antonio, man. Like he will ruin a comedy crowd.
There's
Like his opener
Mhm.
was How Tall Is the Grass in Germany, and fucking did that
Oh,
thing.
that's good stuff.
Yeah, you fucking hack.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few people that have
Fuck you, Kyle Long. How about that?
that have done. I've seen. You know what's crazy? One of the craziest things is there's this joke about Superman like tricking this guy to jump off of a building, And
the race joke.
Yeah.
So it's the boat joke or the airplane joke. Yeah.
So this comic would do it every fucking night, and then he finally went away.
Like you didn't take it from a book to begin with.
He had a bunch of jokes like that. He finally went away, and then like the next week, a new comic showed up and did the same goddamn joke.
Some crowd member that got like inspired.
Yeah.
He passed the baton.
Yeah, he passed. He passed. I guess he just gave him his laptop. It was like, here's all my favorite meme pages.
He just passed the lightning bolts to the next racist comic.
Yeah.
Boo.
Like 6-7 years ago, there was a guy here in Colorado Springs that did like 7 minutes of Stephen Wright. Like verbatim with
did he do the voice too?
Yeah, he did the voice, and then just for good measure, he throws in like one of my jokes.
Damn.
And like I confronted him afterwards. He's like, I've never heard of this guy. I'm like, bullshit.
Chris confronts people like an Irish mob boss. He's like, have a seat.
Yeah.
I mean, and it kind of sucks to be the comedy police sometimes, but at the same time, it's like I'm trying to help people get better. You know, it would be.
I mean, I'll take any advice you got, man. Like,
it would be better to hear from me than from the owner of Comedy Works.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yeah. That reminds me, the story about the guy doing the Stephen Wright joke. I was at a bar a few years ago. I just started doing comedy, and this girl, I'm talking to her, I'm chatting her up. She's like, I've done stand up a few times out in Texas. I'm like, oh my god, like this is so hot. Like she was cute. I was like, I'm gonna get this. And I was like, what kind of jokes do you do? She's like, oh, I do like Mitch Hedberg kind of jokes. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like lots of one-liners and stuff. And I was like, what? Give me one of your jokes. She's like, no, I do like Mitch Hedberg jokes. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, like the DoubleTree joke? That one kills every time. I had to leave. I was like, I can't do this. I couldn't even yell at her. I was like, that's great. I'm gonna go fucking kill myself right now. Like I was devastated.
And some people think that that's okay.
Yeah. I've even I've seen people do jokes out of like joke books and even preface it with like, here's some jokes that came out of a book in the 80s. Like, ooh, okay.
If you're doing that and doing it like tongue in cheek or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, when it turns into 3 minutes of your 6-minute set.
No, exactly. There's no reason.
I mean, if you can call it back to a situation or something you lived, that feels like something.
Right.
But like,
I mean, maybe twice a year during my set, I'll be like, that reminds me of the old joke, blah blah blah. But
well, I'm sure it's a certain type of room and a certain type of environment. That's not something you go up cold to an open mic with, and you're like, here's something I do.
Well, yeah, and like you said, it's only twice a year, so we know when Chris does it, like that's winter solstice and summer solstice, and then we're good for the year. Like it's perfect.
Exactly.
You're helping
That
us
also
out.
means it's time to grease his wheels.
Yeah.
Exactly. But people that do it like every week, and they play it off like it's theirs.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's like perfectly written and like none of the jokes relate to one another.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that would be like a musician trying to pass off, I wrote this Beatles song, and then I wrote this Prince song. It's like...
Yeah. Nobody wrote Raspberry Beret in 2017.
Exactly.
Corvettes don't look the same.
No. Yeah.
You just change it a little bit. It's like slightly red fedora, You can make it work.
Yeah, but burgundy fedora.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what color. I don't think any of us
the
know.
kind you'd find in a Salvation Army.
Yeah. We got 3 men in here. Do any of us know truly what color raspberry is? I don't fucking know. No.
Dude,
It's
well,
reddish, I'm assuming.
I can tell you, I saw raspberries growing on the side of the mountain over there the other day. My buddy, we were roommates in San Antonio. He moved back to Colorado before I did. He works in a steamboat. Super cool dude. He was coming up on Sunday because he flew out of Denver. And he was like, I had a show in Manitou. Like, I'll go down to see your show. Airport things happen. He's not able to make it.
Yep.
Well, our birthdays coincide. He's the 26th of July. I'm the 27th. He's like, fuck it, dude. We're getting a hotel room. Like, call it a birthday present. You're good. So we leave the show, get to the room, wake up in the morning, and he's like, all right, you want to go rock hunting or go to a strip club? We went rock hunting.
You mean like just finding cool rocks?
Like looking for quartz and, and obsidian.
It's a,
like
it's a very
legit,
grand way to say picking up rocks off the ground, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, it's actually called rock hounding, like fucking Shawshank Redemption and shit, like what Andy Dufresne was into.
Yeah.
But like it's a hobby of his now. He's like, you want to go to the strip club or you want to go rock hunting? I was like, it's fucking 9:30 in the morning, dude. Like, let's go rock hunting.
It's not a good shift for the strip club. It's not a good shift.
Go rock hunting, right? So we get up there and we're fucking around. Like, we find a couple pieces of decent looking quartz, and I see this little like ravine that's cut through. There's raspberries growing all the way up the hill. It's the south facing side of the mountain. East. It's the east facing side of the mountain, but the slope's super gnarly and it kind of curls. Raspberries are really red.
Yeah. Well, I meant like the color.
The point.
Yeah. No,
Here's the point.
That was the.
But let's go a little deeper. So I go up this ravine and I find this massive fucking chunk of quartz. Like half of this table and what had to be 3 feet down. Because we went out there with like retarded archaeologists. I had like a 8-inch fucking pick and a mallet. And I'm slamming into this thing and I hear like zzz, zzz, go by me a couple times. No big deal. Banging on it. I'm in the middle of nature. There's gonna be winged creatures, right?
Yeah.
I get shanked like West Side in San Antonio. It's like, what the fuck? I was like digging 2.5 feet from a low hanging like yellow jacket nest. Freaked the fuck out, bailed, ran straight down the riverbed. My buddy Jordan's like, what's going on? I'm like, I got stung. Last time I got stung by a yellow jacket, I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I got stung like fucking 20 times.
Oh, you got like Macaulay Culkin.
So I got like, well, I only did heroin once.
Well, no, yeah, fair enough.
But like I was all like and shit. So when I got stung this time, it's only the second time I've been stung in my life. It was only 2 stings, but I remember the last one, and shit got weird. He's like, "Are you gonna go into anaphylactic? Like, is something weird's gonna happen?" I was like, "No, I feel okay, dude." It didn't faze me at all. Like, I think that shock I took to my system as a child, like, I think I got a thing for it now.
Yeah, you got a yellow jacket vaccine.
Yeah. So then we went to the strip club.
Showed off your war wounds.
No, I wasn't showing off shit.
Yeah. I think the last time I was stung by a bee, I was like 6 years
If you're
old.
gonna be on camera, put that belt on a little slower.
Yeah, show off the goods.
No. We are
Show off the rottens.
we're on in prime time. That would sink our ratings.
That's true.
I had my pants off earlier because it was so hot in here. It's just like something you get to do when you're on radio.
That's
That's
pretty sweet.
exactly what this microphone smells like. Thank you.
Yeah.
They used to be archers.
Who's Archer?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, you never
Does it
knew.
still smell like tequila?
Yeah, we'll need to talk about what happened. I don't know what happened, but we'll talk about that off
I don't
mic.
know,
I'm sure.
but I guarantee you, I'm putting whiskey on this microphone cover.
It's good. It balances out.
But yeah, we should
If you got whiskey and tequila, this shit'll smell just like Texas.
Yeah. We should probably wrap this up because we'll get the mic.
Oh fuck, there's things to do.
Yeah, we have jokes to tell.
Yeah, it was totally set up like, hey, it's execution time for the mic. I'm back to radio voice.
This was fun.
So let's take it full circle.
Thank you, Ben.
Absolutely.
Nyland 2.0.
Thank you. No, I'm Nyland 2.0. You're the shitty old version.
Oh no, his black shirt's definitely more gangster.
Yeah.
So.
The earlier version would be like, "They're talking about me."
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want to plug before we finish this thing? I got a couple shows coming up. I know I got a show with you I want to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody else? Do you have anything coming up?
I've got one coming up on Monday at the Buzz in Colorado Springs. It's going to be exciting. It's an open mic, but I'll be headlining, doing like 20 to 30 at the end of that.
Nice.
And I've got one on the 22nd of September, which is way the fuck out there. So that'll be down in Pueblo Funny Fridays. So
right on.
8 o'clock
right
times. I don't know. Normal show
I keep
times.
hearing about that show, man. Whoever's putting that together is doing their marketing right.
Yeah. That's all
Let's
I
see.
got.
What do I got? What I got lined up right now is I'm doing this thing with my friend Carrie Asher. We're doing chords and comedy. The event seems to be working pretty well up here in Colorado. August 17th, we're going to do our first of a monthly showcase at Bar K. I think it's 124 Castillo.
It sounds like
Yeah, that's the address. 124 Castillo.
Yeah.
Nyland, like, if you're going to do that, turn around and fuck yourself the other way.
This is, I mean,
We've got that one coming up on August 17th. After the next show there will be September 21st, and Chris Fonseca is going to be headlining that one. That one's at Bar K. Ooh. In the interim, August 30th at Triple Nickel Tavern, I'm going to be hosting a chords and comedy event with Carrie Asher, headliner Reed Clark out of Seattle, Washington.
Nice.
He's doing some dates in Denver. I met him back in San Antonio. He's going to come down and do a show with us. I've got my buddy Nyland over there looking ominous. He's on the bill, as well as John Rummery and Tyler James. And after that,
did you just light us?
Did you just fucking light me?
Yeah.
You cocksucker. I'm taking 2 shots and doing my last announcement.
Dude, by the way,
So I turned the light on, and that poster of Chris's face was behind me on the screen, so I just saw someone's face behind me. I turned on the light, it freaked me the fuck out.
You're Drew Barrymore and Scream.
I've always said that about Nyland. He reminds me of Drew Barrymore in Scream.
Y'all ready for the big one?
Yeah.
Nope.
Battle! The Traveling Roast in Colorado Springs. The first edition is going to be September 8th. It's the second Friday of the month at Zodiac. I've got 8 comics ready to go. We're going to battle for a legit belt. A belt you can take to every open mic around town and wave in people's fucking faces and tell them I'm funnier than you and I have an object piece of material to prove it.
Yep. Most people.
I've got the second one booked, and I think I just booked the third one earlier today. This is going to be a lot of fun. Colorado Comics, please reach out to me. Texas Comics with a bunch of money because I ain't going to pay you to get here. Please reach out to me. It's an evil event, and it's so much fun. What do you got?
Oh, I was gonna say I'll be on that one, on the first one.
Yeah, actually, yes, you will, man.
Yeah, so I'll be the asshole walking around with that belt.
I'm having such a hard time. Like, I don't know you very well, so I'm having there's a couple people. Like, I mean, most people I don't know very well. I just got here. There's a couple people I'm having a hard time writing roast jokes for.
Cool.
You're one of them.
Sweet.
I'll figure something
just
out.
Just make fun of being brown. That's right. Brown in hair. That's all anyone
You're not
does.
brown.
I'm brown enough.
Your hair's barely brown.
I'm Colorado Springs brown. All right.
Yeah, baby.
When you get enough sun, your hair's the same color as my beard. You're not
It's
brown.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I've known fucking Israeli dudes with beards redder than mine.
Yeah, they're dark.
Totally subjective. We gonna wrap this up, guys?
Y'all have a
Yeah,
good night or day
sure.
or whatever time you're listening to this.
So I want to plug one I just booked today, Sunday, August 13th. I'll be in Pueblo.
Yeah,
with
man.
Alex Raimundo one of the Latin kings of comedy, old friend of mine at the Union Depot.
The Texican.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I
Fucking
haven't-
Alex Raimundo, dude.
I
Right on.
haven't seen Alex in a minute, so that'll be fun. And then on August 20th, I'll be right here at the Pecan Theater, celebrating 5 years of alcohol-free.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, do you define sobriety as alcohol-free?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to do some blow?
We're celebrating.
Yeah, we're
What
celebrating,
better
right?
way? What better way?
Yeah.
I will say, you guys were so gracious to let me do my little birthday over there. Dude, you were pounding non-alcoholic beer like a champ.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen anybody drink 14 O'Douls. It was impressive. You know that equates to 2 IPAs.
Oh, yeah.
Like a fucking champ. Chris Fonseca.
Yo, I'm gonna be in San Antonio the 23rd through the 25th. That weekend, anyway. Working on-
September?
in September.
Yeah, in September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're planning a trip around the Kiss concert,
Yeah.
September 26th in
Well,
Houston.
I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited to talk to some San Antonio comics and try and book some gigs up there.
Totally.
Or down there.
I mean, I can
But yeah,
do
yeah,
whatever
we're
I
working
can
on
to
that.
facilitate that. Either way.
Yeah.
I
met a couple of guys when I was
I
down
know we're
there.
doing the cutthroat thing,
Yeah.
but even like
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
if I don't get it, it ain't breaking my fucking heart, dude. I'll totally help you book some
Right.
shows
Oh,
in that
yeah,
town.
no, I mean.
I can contact Elizabeth at Ventura. Elizabeth at Ventura, I'm talking to you. We're gonna make that happen, regardless of whether I'm there or not.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll shut this
the
thing
whole
down.
thing
Yeah.
with like cutthroat Mike is just to try to help make everybody better.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
This is a safe space. I know the sign is a guillotine, but this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Well, you guys weren't here last week.
Thanks, guys, for listening to the podcast. If you're listening to this, hopefully you can make it better. You can contact me at my Twitter handle right there. That's Nyland_Vigil, NYLAND_VIGIL. Shoot me a message. Some shit that you hate about the show. If you want to bitch about me, shit you think we can improve, because I'm always looking for advice on this thing. All right. Yeah, write me some shit mail. Peace.
Good.